What's going on, everybody? This is Edward from HTown Handshakes. I have Stan here, and Stan is a local entrepreneur here in the Houston area. He has done a lot of great things for a lot of people. But I'm not gonna tell his story. I'm gonna let him tell his story. So the whole purpose behind this is, and I'm gonna chop this part out. I'm gonna let him tell the story. So, okay, Stan, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so, man, why am I so nervous? And you know how much I like to talk, right? Hey, this dude's talking all the time.
We all do.
Yeah. So, well, the whole purpose of these episodes is just to find out more about business owners and what they've done throughout their careers in business to become successful. And at the very start of that, it starts with an origin story. So, if you can, first of all, give us some background information about who you are and what you do, and then could you tell us a little bit about your origin story?
Thank you. Yeah. My name's Stan Millican. I started working with LegalShield 23 years ago. I was introduced to it by a coworker in the phone company where I'd worked. And I had an opportunity to speak to people quite often because I was the vice president of the labor union. And the woman had heard me talk to the work groups for quite a while and introduced me to LegalShield and said, "You're natural for this." I said, "I don't know about that, but I want to take a look at it." And I did, and I got involved almost immediately. Now, like I said, I got involved in October of 2000 with this coworker being trained by some other people in LegalShield, and it allowed me to retire from the phone company when I was just 52 years old. And I'm 73 now, and it's allowed me to have an opportunity to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I love helping people. That was what I did most when I was working with my union. And now today, I'm helping people with LegalShield protect themselves, their families, knowing what their rights are and how to get the completion to an issue that they may have.
So for people that are not familiar with LegalShield, could you give us a little bit of background about that organization?
Yes, LegalShield is a company that was started in 1972 to provide affordable access to the legal system. Our founder was involved in an accident that he was not at fault for. The other person who hit him was given a ticket. Her insurance paid for everything, but she sued him for partial liability for being on the road. So he wanted to find a way to protect himself and others from those type of situations. And so he started LegalShield. We've been going strong now for, like I said, 52 years.
Wow. So is that even legal?
Yeah. It unfortunately, that was legal in the lawsuit. He had to hire an attorney to protect himself or he would have lost. And everybody goes, "Yay, you won your loss. You won that lawsuit." He goes, "I didn't win anything. I spent my life savings defending myself for something I wasn't at fault for." So he started LegalShield. He was a school teacher and a part-time life insurance salesperson. So he put this organization, this concept together of group buying power, like with health insurance or car insurance. He'd put it towards the legal system to find a way that people could afford access to have their rights protected.
Wow, that's amazing. I just learned something new right now, just even with this conversation. So, as you are going along this journey, I'm quite sure you've seen a lot from a business owner perspective. Can you share a little bit of things about your challenges and things that you've overcome, maybe some of your failures?
Well, when it comes to meeting with people and I hate using the word convince, but I want people to understand why they need to have this type of access to the legal system. And a lot of people today still don't think that they need it. One of the biggest issues we have is people can get a will done with LegalShield, and 8 out of 10 adults today still don't have a will. And that's something that no one's guaranteed tomorrow, so we need to protect ourselves and our family. And as hard as that seems to get across to people, that is something that's very affordable, something that they can do to help themselves. So I talk about how it's going to affect your family, how having this being prepared with LegalShield will prepare your family in case the worst thing happens.
Wow. Any so I'm gonna edit this a little bit, so go back.
No problem.
So, in terms of, I guess some of the failures as as an entrepreneur. So yes, we do need to get the products and services, but even more so from like a business perspective of utilizing the product or selling the product or interacting with people. Can you elaborate a little bit more about some challenges that you may have seen?
What I find is mostly where my frustration comes with we're trying to recruit people into this business and trying to get them to see the value of it and what they could be doing, not only for themselves, but for their families and the people that they know. I work with small businesses quite often. I want the small business owners to have access to this. And sometimes that's a little frustrating. Money is always real tight for the small business owners. And so I have to find a way to help them understand that this is a way to help their business grow. And hopefully if they understand that, then they'll be wanting to have a membership in LegalShield and want to be able to protect not only themselves, but their employees too.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that it can go to their employees as well. So it's not just an individual product.
Right. We offer it as a group benefit that the employer can pay for all of it themselves or some of it or absolutely none of it. They just let us have access to their members, to their employees. And we offer them that benefit. And it's a great benefit for an employer to have, because when your mind is on your personal issues that you have in your personal life or at home, your mind's not on your job. That's when safety issues increase, and that's when productivity goes down. With our help, we can get those issues resolved a lot quicker, and therefore, then they're back on the job 100% a lot sooner.
Wow, that's a very important point. Okay, we'll change the workflow just a little bit. So, in terms of where you are right now in life, and you've been doing this for quite a while now, I'm pretty sure there's some things in the back end that enabled you to be successful in terms of like routines or habits or rituals. Can you share with us a little bit about those routines or rituals that you may have?
What you have to do is get up every day and plan on what you're going to do for your business. What is your plan? What are you going to do first thing this morning? Are you going to make phone calls? Are you going to go to a networking meeting like we do quite often? But you got to stay focused and you got to stay ahead of it and make those phone calls and make whatever business plans that you have set, make sure that you complete them each and every day. I work from home. My wife works from home and in the company she works for, so we have to be in separate rooms where I can have silence and I can be on the phone making the calls to all of my prospects that I have, as well as to my team. I want my team to be as motivated as I am to get things done.
Wow, that sounds like some great advice. So you essentially just plan out the day, make sure that you have a space to execute, and then execute.
Right, every day. Like I said, I'd network 2 to 3 times every single week, sometimes in the morning, sometimes midday like we do here, sometimes in the evening. Wherever the opportunity arises, you got to take advantage of it when it's available. You meet new people going at different times in different locations. The more people you meet, the more opportunity you have.
Wow. And then I guess at some point it's a numbers game.
Absolutely.
That's some great advice. So with that said, do you have any advice for some aspiring entrepreneurs? Right now, the market is on fire. There's a lot of things going up or coming down at the same time. It's very dynamic all over. And there's a lot of people making that plunge for the first time. What would you tell those people?
One of the very first things I learned when I got involved with LegalShield was this comments that some will, some won't. So what? Next. That means don't give up. You're not going to sell to everybody. You need to be able to face the fact. Don't let it get you down, and keep going. Keep going. Keep going every day.
Sound advice.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So as we bring this to a close, in terms of future outlook, what does the future hold for Stan?
For me, I've got about 5 more years of doing this business before I completely retire. I like what I do with this, but I also get a residual income from this for the rest of my life and for the rest of my wife's life. So I want to, while my wife is still working, I want to still be involved. By that time, I'll be 79 years old, and it'll be time for me to go ahead and stay home and relax. But between now and then, I'm going to hit it hard and keep going.
Awesome. Sounds great. Well, Stan, ladies and gentlemen, Stan Millican. Thank you, Stan, for coming on to the episode.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. You're doing a great job here with getting all this out to people and introducing everybody at your meetings. It's working well for us all now. So I just want to say thank you to you as well.
I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, guys.